I'm back with an update. I don't know if I've announced this yet because I've announced it on my blog, but I haven't announced it here. But my husband and I are going to be moving in about 40 days. Yeah, I know. And that's not OPSEC. I mean, I'm not telling you like when we're getting on the plane. But yeah, we're moving away from Belgium, and I have mixed emotions about this. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling like. Like, I know I'm gonna miss it here, but I think I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to go somewhere else. I'm gonna miss the traveling, like, around all these countries. That's what I'm gonna miss the most, I think. And I've met some really awesome people here in Belgium, and that's what I'm gonna miss. So, but we are going to Fort Lewis, Washington. That is our next duty station. So if anybody has any information on Fort Lewis, Washington, well, it's actually Joint Base Lewis McChord now, but Fort Lewis is pretty much where we're going. And if you have any info, I need to know, because there are websites out there that have been created for military wives who are headed to Fort Lewis, and I think there's a lot of information on there. But sometimes, like, I'll ask a question on there and sometimes it doesn't get answered, and I know, you know, some people aren't on there constantly to answer people's questions, but there's a lot of questions I have, like, you know, daycare, what it's like, how much does it cost, schools, you know, schools for military spouses. And I've been doing a lot of research, like, on my own on which university I want to attend when I get there. I've been doing job searches because I do want to work. And what it's like, and I've heard a lot of stories of like how hard it is to find a job right now, and I think that's what it's like everywhere in the US. So that's what's making me nervous the most, is whether or not I'm gonna be able to find a job when I get back. So I'm excited. It's new to us. We've never been to Fort Lewis, Washington. I've never been to the state of Washington. Twilight happens to be filmed there, so I thought that was pretty cool. You know, we're close to the ocean. We're gonna be on the West Coast. My husband is from the West Coast, so it's a little closer to where my husband's from. So I really do like that part. But you know, it's just very nerve-wracking. Right now we are doing all of our pre-inspection stuff to get out of our house and to move away. You know, we're gonna be going on leave. So I'm gonna be able to visit my parents on the way to Lewis. And that's another thing. If you happen to be overseas and you are going to be flying back to the United States, you might be able to get a pit stop ticket as long as it doesn't cost any more. So, like, for example, I am going to be flying from Brussels to Chicago, where I'm from, visiting my parents. And then from there, I'm gonna be able to stay, like, you know, a couple weeks, get on a plane, and then report to our next duty station, which is totally awesome, because I thought we were going to have to go to Lewis first, then pay out of pocket to go visit my parents while we're on leave. But really, I think it's pretty cool that we get to stop in Chicago on the way there. So if you can do that, I would definitely ask your travel agent through the military if you can make a pit stop. As long as it doesn't cost more, you might be able to. So I know we could have flown to Texas and then to Lewis. So there are different locations you can go, but that's one thing to think about. But I just wanted to give you an update that, yeah, we're moving away. So I've been really busy, you know, with my husband on trying to get the house ready to go, and just doing last minute stuff. Like, you know, we've been trying to get rid of stuff that we just haven't used in the last 3 years. There's a tip. You know, if it's been in a box in your garage since you've actually PCS there and it's you're getting ready to PCS again, what's the point of keeping that stuff? Why don't you get rid of it? So we've been doing that. But yeah, you know, my husband and I have been just busy. So my husband does have another channel, or has a channel. You are more than free to go and subscribe there. He is a military police officer, so he has a lot of videos on what it's like being an MP in the Army. So if you have any friends or family that are going into the MOS, definitely check out his channel. He has cooking videos on there, relationship stuff. He's going to be doing more videos more consistently because I'm making him. Just kidding. He's just really enjoying it, and if you guys can go over there and subscribe and ask him questions, because he is a man and he has different views than we do about the military. he will do a response video because I will make him again. So I'm just kidding. I'm not like that. Only sometimes. But anyway, that's my update. Please feel free to leave your comments if you've been to Lewis. I want to know everything there is to know about Lewis. And yeah, so I hope to make more friends at Fort Lewis, Washington. And you are more than welcome to join my Facebook group page. There is a link on my channel for my Facebook group page, which is More Than a Military Spouse, where we talk about stuff that is pertaining to being a military spouse. But other than that, like, what are your hobbies? What are your interests? What do you like to do? What do you like to talk about? What do you like to watch on TV? You know, what is it that you are completely addicted to? Like, what are your favorite foods? What are your favorite recipes? Like, I want to know all that stuff because we are more than military spouses. We have, you know, other identities. So, definitely, go to that group page and just join. I think it's an open group, so you can just join. And invite your friends and your family because I'm sure they want to know a little bit about what it's like being a military spouse, right? So anyway, I will talk to you later and let me know what's going on. So, bye.
Bye. I gotta turn this car